stopped in there to take a couple of pictures last fall. That was kind of flooded out, and there's a whole bunch of multicolored leaves there, and I thought it was just great. Wow, nice field. There too. I guess, if I remember right, I'm coming up on the taller old rail bridge that's here. It's still just a shorty, but this one was kind of cool. Actually went down to the water level and took a couple of shots there on my way back. Yep. So I mentioned in the video that I wasn't stopping to take any pictures, but that on the way back I would be, and I sure did. I think the way back took me twice as long as the way down to Starthcona. Yeah, neat little, I love these. All right. Wow. I just love the vibe here. Yes, that is perfect. Newburgh. All right. Next stop, Starthcona. Okay. I absolutely love this stretch of the trail in the fall. The curve here, the types of trees hanging over the trail. I thought this was just absolutely fantastic. And the highlight, yeah, look at this. Definitely the highlight of the western section. So, yeah, that stop sign's completely covered. You'd never see it. So you're gonna have to cross the road here, and I remember that the gravel was a little deep on the other side, but then go up the hill there, and then once I was past the hill, that was the section that I just really thought was the coolest here. Let's roll. Well, that's gotten packed down a lot more than last year, so it's pretty easy to get through now. But yeah, here we are. Love those country houses. Man. There's another place. If I was ever going to buy a farm, that right there, I would just love. So one thing I still haven't done this summer is the Osgood Link Trail, and there's a reason I haven't done that. So I was originally sort of thinking about jumping on the Kempville Trail, south of Kempville, taking it into town, and then working my way across the 401, and then rejoining the trail on the eastern side of, I called it the 401, but it's actually the 416. So rejoining the trail on the other side of the 416, but then the more I looked into it, the more I found out that that section actually isn't part of the Osgood Link Trail. It's owned by the snowmobilers, and it's all still private property. So if I was going to jump on there, then I'd be trespassing, and yeah, I don't want to be doing that. So that was a real big bummer, because to get back up to the trail, I'd have to take a bunch of different country roads and work my way up to Osgood, and I forget exactly how far it was, like 12 or 13 kilometers, something like that. And thought, I don't really want to be doing that. So it's kind of why that hasn't happened. And I still don't know what the northern section of that trail is like. But yeah, this right here, oh man, even in the summer, this is beautiful. Wow. Yeah, still my favorite part of the Cataraqui Trail on the western section right here. That's amazing. But yeah, so, and then also knowing that it's fairly straight, just goes through a little bit of farmland. There's nothing really super special about it. I haven't really found the motivation to get out there and do that. Stony steps. I did find something pretty cool though. I found a map of the different bike trails, like this here in Ontario. And in this part of Ontario, I've ridden most of them, so I thought that was really, really neat to see. There is another rail trail. The name of it escapes me, but starts off in eastern Ottawa, and then it sort of goes up along where the 417 highway is and makes its way towards Quebec. But it does sound like something interesting that I would like to go and experience. So it's a long one. And I am really happy I'm getting near the end here because now my legs are starting to ache. So yeah, probably at the 100-kilometer mark. And part of that's probably also I need to get some more liquid in me. So at this point I'm probably starting to get a little dehydrated, and that's not going to do my muscles any favor. But we're almost at the end here. Here it is, Starthcona. This is the end of the Cataraqui Trail. All 105 kilometers of it done today, from Smiths Falls, Starthcona. So many different sights to see along the way, and yeah. First time I've managed to do the trail the entire distance from one end to the other. I'm really happy about that. And right up here, this is kind of the end mark. This guardrail. That's the end of my journey. So, this is where I ended the trip last fall after doing the Cataraqui Trail in a bunch of different segments. And today, I got it done in one trip, all 105 kilometers of it. So, yeah, I'm really happy I managed to do that.